Hi, my name is Natasha Wright, and today I'm here to talk to you about the leadership quality, focus. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, walking distance from the Preakness racetrack. And as a little girl, I would go with my mom to see the horses. I always noticed that they had these little patches near their eyes. When I questioned my mom about it, she explained that they were blinders and that they were there to help the horse not get distracted so that he could stay focused and win the race. Well, focus was a quality that my mom stressed upon me from a very young age, and it has allowed me to develop a can-do attitude about accomplishing my goals. Effective leaders do well to adopt this quality as well, to help them keep their team members focused on their individual tasks to ensure that the goals that the leader has been entrusted with can be accomplished. The keys to being focused are priorities and concentration. You have to appropriately identify and understand what your priorities are, and then understand how to devote your concentration to it. You want to start with 70% of your concentration being devoted to your strengths, those things that you already do well. 25% of your effort you want to devote to improving those skills that you're already good at and learning new skills that will help you gain an edge. Lastly, you want to only spend 5% of your effort on weaknesses. Hey, we all have them, and many of us won't do much to improve upon them. So what you can do is delegate these items out or minimize them as much as possible. Once you've done that, do your best to minimize all distractions. Tony Gwynn was the best baseball hitter of the past 55 years. He got that way because he devoted his time to hitting. He practiced. He always had his bat with him. He read books on how to hit. He also recorded and watched each one of his times at bat so that he could improve upon himself. Although he preferred outside balls, he listened to a mentor's advice to work on his inside balls, and because of that, he improved his game and his batting average and is who he is today. Another thing to remember is divided focus will always work against you. Have you ever wondered why an animal trainer will step into the cage with a lion and take a stool with him? That's because when they turn that stool with all four legs facing the lion, they can't focus on all four legs at the same time, and this paralyzes it. So remember, as a leader, you want to be able to focus on one thing at a time, and this will allow you to better accomplish those goals. So as I stated at the beginning, I grew up being trained to be very focused. And I'm constantly in a state of self-evaluation. I'm very aware of my strengths and my weaknesses, and I'm quick to step up in those areas where I know I will excel, and I'm going to avoid those where I know I have a weakness. I'm a lover of learning, so I'm in a constant process of self-improvement and finding new things to learn. But what I think I'm best at is minimizing distractions. Those who are close to me may say that I do it to a fault. Most phone calls that I received are initially ignored because I just refuse to break my concentration and be interrupted every time my phone rings. I've always felt that that was an unrealistic and unproductive expectation. My personal experience with focus would be when I was selected to be a member of the international research team to participate in this competition in Mumbai, India. To start, we all got together and took an inventory of our strengths and weaknesses to make sure that we were each working on something that we would be comfortable with and we could deliver on. For me, that meant I would focus on the writing of the paper and helping with the editing of the presentation. The second thing we had to overcome was that because it was in India, our traditional American style of presenting was not going to suffice. We needed to come up with some type of style that would be engaging and entertaining. So after doing a lot of research, we decided to go with an Indian talk show theme. And we looked online and actually found theme music that we could play at the beginning to help draw in our audience. We also had to endure a lot of critique of our writing and our presentation because we were just learning how to do true academic research and reporting. Lastly, we delegated our public speaking out to one of our team members that excelled in this area, and he delegated his weakness of writing to us. Our talk show theme allowed him to let his charisma and his ability to adapt shine through, and it added the entertainment value that we needed to our presentation. By all of us collectively focusing on our overall goal and individually focusing on our task, we won Best Presentation, Best Paper. I won for Team MVP, and our team member that was great at presenting, he won Best Speaker. It was this great contribution that actually made us so much more memorable than the other teams. So how can you help to develop your focus? Well, again, what you want to do is you have to start with an honest self-evaluation of your strengths and weaknesses. And you need to determine what your priorities and your goals are from the start. You want to devote most of your time, energy, and resources to developing your strengths. Don't stop learning and find a way to create an edge by continuing to learn new skills. And don't waste your efforts on trying to grossly improve your weaknesses. Instead, delegate these out and minimize those weaknesses as much as possible. Remember to avoid the kryptonite of focus, and that's distractions. If it's helpful, set your phone to do not disturb during your work hours or leave it in your desk. Make a plan to just check your email a couple times a day instead of leaving it open. All of these things will help you to develop your focus. So, in conclusion, don't strive to be a great multitasker. It's not a badge of honor. Constantly juggling numerous incomplete tasks is not something to strive to do. You want to be a leader with multiple accomplishments. A key factor to accomplishing goals is being a leader that is focused and has the ability to focus the efforts of their team. Identify your priorities, concentrate on your strengths, continue growing and learning new things, minimize or delegate your weaknesses, and block out distractions. In closing, I'll leave you with this quote by Winston Churchill. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Remember, stay focused and keep your blinders on. Thank you.